Hi, it's Mirela here. Welcome to this yoga class. Today, in this short yoga class, we're going to be working on my 5 favorite stretches to release tension on the shoulder area and also on the hip area. These two joints that we usually have with so much tension. Today, we're going to try to release this tension and to feel better in our bodies through these yoga postures and also breathing work. I invite you to place your hands on the mat with the knees hip width distance apart. Pay attention to your breath since the beginning of this practice by trying to create vibration and also noise through the breath. Keeping the spine in a neutral position in the beginning of Pichalasana, Marjaryasana, just to notice with the difference in between this flexion and this extension that we're gonna be doing, okay? Little by little from the bottom of the spine, start moving your body, your spine. Bring your attentions to this practice. Inhale with the nose reaching up through the chest open. Exhale, dome your back and allow the chin to go towards the chest. One more time with me. Inhale, Vichalasana. Exhale, Marjaryasana. Tuck your toes under and keep with the same movement. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Feel this connection in between the floor, your hands and feet. And the next time you inhale, you're gonna look up. Spread through the collarbone. Exhale, down your back. And come to downward facing dog by allowing the torso to meet a point in between the hands and feet. The sun is coming to join us in our yoga Sunday practice. Inhale to a plank pose. Let's do our first vinyasa. Exhale, you can drop the knees down or keep with the traditional version of Chaturanga Dandasana. We all meet in Urdhva Mukha, looking at the nose. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One more time with me. Round your back, spinal wave, and come to a Palakasana. Exhale with the knees down or traditional version of Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, we're gonna basically drop our knees down and separate them a little bit. Place your forearms on the floor. Relax your hands and little by little, allow the glutes to reach the big toes. Maybe you cannot reach the glutes all the way back, but here's the intention, is the most important thing. We're gonna basically sway back and forward for a few times until we feel comfortable enough to release the pelvis down. Bend the elbows to the sides. Point the toes slightly and start looking to the right, knowing that this twist coming from the middle part of the spine. And then we do the other side. From right to left. Releasing tension on the neck and then back to the floor. Inhale again, upward facing dog. Exhale, place your forearms on the floor. And now we're gonna basically elevate the legs off the floor. Flex and point your toes, your feet, your ankles, and then allow your legs to go from side to side. Here you can notice that I'm basically allowing my pelvis to be in contact with the floor. I'm not trying to resist it. Also, I try to keep my ears away from my shoulders, but also I'm not you know, working hard, because it's actually a practice too for us to release tension, especially on the hips and shoulder area. Little by little, place your dorsal of the feet back on the floor and come back to an extended child's pose. Here in a different version because we have our knees separated from each other, wider than the conventional posture. Feel your shoulders melting down as you work on your glutes, on your lower back to reach the, the ankles. Listen to your breath and drive your breath towards these parts where you found tension accumulated, tightness. You can actually place your throat on the floor if it doesn't hurt. And little by little, we come back on all fours again to do our last round of pelvis on the floor. One, inhale, open, exhale on the back. Two, inhale again with me, smiling. Three, be careful with the kneecaps. We don't want them pressing hardly on the floor. So we basically work with the strength of the arms. So we have enough strength to push yourself away from the floor without bearing weight on the knees. Little by little, we're gonna come again with our belly on the floor. And we're gonna open the arms to the sides. I'm gonna start with my right arm, okay? Place your feet together and little by little, with the help of the left hand, start pushing the floor away from you. The legs are together and the right arm is all the way straight up to the right. Little by little, we're gonna raise our left arm and try to imagine that we can place the hands together. I want you to keep your head lifted for a little while, okay? Because I wanna actually oxygenate the shoulder joint. Little by little, the left leg go all the way back as if it were like a scissor, you see? And we open this shoulder with a little bit more of intensity. Inhale, exhale, melt. Now we can rest your head on the floor and come back to the other side. I'm gonna change so you can see me doing the same on the other side without me facing backwards. Well, same here. Place your knee, sorry, place your shoulder back. Lift your right arm and feel this little tiny stretch pain, which is not something that is killing you. It's actually helping you because when you come back, you feel so good. Okay, one more time. Inhale, exhale. Now release your head down. Come back. Open your shoulders. Release your throat. Soften your jaws and your gaze for a little bit. And little by little, inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Forearms on the floor. Lift your right leg and tuck the toes of the left foot on the floor little by little. I love to use this word. Little by little. This is not actually a word, but it's like a sentence. What we're basically doing here is rocking, the left and right sides of the body to the right. But we're trying to resist with the toes that are tucked on the floor. Do the same on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath in with the nose. Exhale with the mouth and circle from side to side with your head. Cross your legs behind so you have more stability and engaging a little bit more here, especially the lower belly. And then child's pose. Now to compensate the extensions we were practicing with the lower back, place your legs together. Enjoy this posture for a few breaths. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, coming back on out forward. One more round, Tilasana. Inhale, extension, exhale, flexion. One more inhale, and exhale. Well, now we're gonna basically walk, place yourself in a standing position and place and have the feet separated, okay? And this is like Skandasana, but we having the hands as a support on the floor. And I want you to feel the inner arch of the, the feet touching. You see? A little anterior tilt with the pelvis, and then you release. You allow the head to go from side to side. And we're not going to stay here for long. Gonna put the right knee on the floor and keep the left foot on the floor. Walk your hands forward. Allow the pelvis to touch the floor, and then back on the floor and back the floor. Now you see that I'm not walking my hands anymore, just keeping the hands where they are, and I'm working with the pelvis, trying to touch it forward, and then I change and I do the same on the other side. Of course, you can speed it. No, you can practice this in a lower speed. This is actually what I meant. Back and forward, back and forward. Allowing the body to enjoy the practice. Downward facing dog as a transition, as a way to breathe and keep the body engaged. 1, 2, and 3. Walk your knees forward. Extend your legs. And little by little, place yourself in Dandasana, keeping the spine long, nice and tall. And lay down. Lay down, hug your legs onto the chest. Happy baby. Here we're gonna hold the feet, dorsal of the feet, allow the gravity to pull us down with more, it is working anyway, but now we like saying to the gravity, okay, just do it, I'm not resisting. Feeling the middle of the back in contact with the floor. And now we're gonna basically allow the feet to be where they want to be, and also the head. Open your arms behind the head, feeling the weight of your body concentrated on the lower back. Little tiny rolls, pulling the legs onto the chest and then releasing them down. Place your feet the same distance as the mat, and allow the knees to open, to spray to the sides. One. Inhale, exhale, release to the right. See if you can place them both on the floor and to the other side, and then back to the center. Take a deep breath in with the nose. Inhale. Feeling the walls of the lung expanding, and exhale. Release. Sacred down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Place your hands on the crown of your head. Give yourself, your scalp, a little massage. Inhale with the nose. Air retention for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Mouth open. You can stay where you are or place yourself in a seated position for us to finish. I recommend you to finish this practice in Savasana, which is a way to seal up the practice in a perfect mode. I'll see you soon. Namaste.